Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Nicole, and on this channel I make handmade artisan soap. Today's soap is going to be inspired by the Disney movie Encanto. So you just saw me add the cooled lye water to my room temperature oils, and now we're gonna blend them up. Now I'm adding the fragrance. This is a duplication of Clinique Happy, and it's sold by Wholesale Supplies Plus. I thought the scent Happy was perfect to represent Maribel because she has such a joyful and happy disposition. In a moment, you're going to see me split the batter off into 3 separate containers. The first container is going to be the piping, which will be on top, and then there'll be a small layer for her white shirt, and then the bottom layer will be a blue, which represents her skirt. Okay, and here I'm adding Blue Tide from Mad Micah's, and this will be her skirt. When I remake this soap, I'm going to hold off with the fragrance until I'm mixing up the individual layers because I felt like adding it at the beginning made my soap set up too fast, and as you'll see pretty soon here, I had a really hard time getting the layers even because my soap had got way too thick. Okay, I'm gonna grab my mold and we'll pour our first layer. As you can tell, I struggled a little bit with getting this in the mold. I was concerned with blocking the camera's view, and I ended up just kind of making a little bit of a mess, but it all worked out. All right, the skirt layer is in the mold. I'm going to clean up a little bit and tap the mold down to try and get any air bubbles out and attempt to get somewhat of an even layer. Now here's the white layer, which will represent her shirt. And as you can see, it has already set up, and I have a horrific time blending the white in. All right, and this is as good as it's gonna get. I did my best to get it mixed in, and now we're going to get it in the mold. Honestly, mistakes have been made. This is way too thick to try and get even layers, so I'm just going to do my best. You'll see me try and maneuver it with the spatula. I tap it down. It is what it is. I did my best. All right, the white layer is in. Now we're going to work on the soap frosting. And let the struggle begin. This is way too thick to be trying to add color to, but we got to do what we got to do. This was going to represent Mirabelle's hair. I used the color Nocturnal from Nurture Soap, and in hindsight, I wish I had used something more brown, warm like Mocha from Nurture Soap. And with a little elbow grease, we got this to an okay consistency. So I'm going to set it aside and I'll grab my piping bag and we'll get this filled up and start piping. The consistency was still a touch too runny for me to pipe with, so I'm just taking a little bit of time and cleaning up my mold. Here I'm going to start piping, and I apologize. The angle was not the best. It's kind of hard for you guys to see what I'm doing. So I'll do a couple rows and then I'll skip ahead. I don't frost the tops of my soaps often, but when I do, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy the way that it turns out. I think it's so cute. If you enjoy this look, I highly recommend watching Katie Carson of Royalty Soaps. She does an amazing job and she makes beautiful soaps. For this next bit, I'm going to zoom in so you can see when I'm adding the glitter. I just use a painter's brush and dip it in the glitter and then tap it on. And here I'm adding these super cute golden butterfly embeds. I loved the way Disney used the butterfly as a symbol for the family's transformation in this movie, and I could not make a Mirabelle soap without the butterfly. Now I'm going to add these little blue soap balls to represent Mirabelle's earrings. This portion of the soap is complete. Now I'm going to let it sit for 18 hours and then I'll bring you back and we'll cut it together. Okay, the soap has been sitting for 20 hours and now we're going to cut it with my multi-bar cutter. I'm trying to line this up just right to avoid having any butterfly casualties. All right, all the butterflies are safe, and here's what it looks like on the inside. My layers aren't perfectly straight, but that's okay. I'm not mad at it. I think it looks okay. I'm going to add some flowers to the skirt portion, and our Maribel soap will be complete. All right, and that's it for this soap. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed seeing the soap frosting, if you like Encanto, if you don't like it. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the soap, what you thought of the movie, and I'll see you guys next time.